Inflation is so high right now. I feel like what used to cost $100 now costs $200 and maybe even more. It is crazy how high inflation is right now. And for a lot of people, it's hard to pay bills. It's hard to make ends meet. And so what we're going to talk about today is 10 things that you can do, 10 easy ways that you can battle inflation, and 10 ways that you can adjust your lifestyle and little things that you can do to offset some of the inflation. Now, we can't control inflation. It's out of our control. It's not something that we can manage on a day-to-day basis, but what we can do is change our lifestyle and do little things to help beat inflation. So first thing is to look for less expensive alternatives. So for instance, berries. I have a toddler who eats so many berries, so much fruit, and frozen berries are cheaper than fresh berries, and nutritionally they have the same value nutritionally. So I will often buy frozen berries even over berries that are on sale because the savings is so much. So berries is a great example. Also, call and lower your bills. I have a full article on my website of a script to lower your bills. This is really good for internet providers, for cable, and those bills that you have that are necessary, but you need to lower them. So I have a full script that's going to walk you through how to get your bills lowered. That is a great option. Also, switching cell phone plans. Have you looked into switching to a company like Mint Mobile? They're a great company that works off of T-Mobile, and you can get unlimited data and all of that, and really good service for just $15 a month, which is amazing. I'll have a link to them down below in the description, but $15 a month for a cell phone, that is amazing. So definitely look into changing your internet carrier, look into changing your cell phone provider, and then also even insurance. Look into changing health insurance, look into changing car insurance, and shopping around. I recommend shopping around at least once a year, but maybe even every 6 months, and see if you can find a cheaper option with the coverage that you have, or even reevaluating your coverage and see if you do need as much coverage as you had, or if you want to switch to a high deductible plan, or if you want to change around the coverage that you have on your car insurance as well. That can save you so much money. So look for cheaper alternatives in your shopping and in your daily life. That's really going to help to beat inflation. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe, like this video. It really helps with the algorithm, but I put out videos every single week on ways to save money, ways to increase your income, side hustle ideas, how to save money on groceries, how to pay off debt, all of those budgeting, money related things. So definitely subscribe, join the family, and like I said, like the video. It really helps get this video pushed out so it will help more people. Number 2 is review your budget. Are you doing some impulse purchases? Are you digging into your budget and really saying, okay, is this something that I need to do? Is this something that I can kick to the curb? Let's look at our subscriptions. Are we paying for subscriptions that we don't need anymore? Are we even watching the show on whatever network it is? So often I have been guilty of wanting to watch a show and we're like, oh, I'll just do the free trial, I'll watch the series, and then I'll cancel it. And then next thing I know, 2 years later have passed and I'm not watching anything on there anymore. And I'm just paying for it every single month. So definitely evaluate your subscriptions. I love the app Rocket Money. It used to be Truebill, which was just managing subscriptions, and now it's a full budgeting app, which a lot of you have reached out to me and asked, what do I do? Mint is going away at the end of the year and I'm really bummed. I loved the app Mint. What do I do? Rocket Money is a great alternative, so definitely check it out. Also YNAB as well, but definitely look into doing a budgeting app if that's something that interests you, or if you want, you can also go with the spreadsheet version as well. I love budgeting in spreadsheets. I love how customizable they are. I have a budget template that I've been using for 8 years now, I think it is. I'll have a link for you in the description box, but using a budgeting template is great because you can customize it every single month and you can add rows, take away rows. You have the formulas that are all pre-populated for you in my spreadsheet. But having everything at a glance that you are manually tracking your expenses, yes, it does take a couple minutes every couple days, but it really is a built-in accountability partner. When you are manually tracking your expenses, when you're manually adding them to your budget, it really makes you think like, Okay, we're going to the store a lot. Oh, we are going and getting some gas station snacks a lot. Oh, we are going to Target a lot. We are getting Starbucks a lot. Yeah, we need to cut back in this. So definitely reevaluate your spending. Definitely reevaluate your purchases. Are you having impulse purchases? And what do we need to do to cut back? Next is to open a high yield savings account. A high yield savings account is basically an online bank. It sounds confusing, but it's an online based bank versus a traditional bank like Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Those banks, they have a lot of overhead because they have to pay for the building, they have to pay for the electricity, they have to pay for all the staff to run it. Whereas an online bank, it's very minimal staff. They more just have to pay for the website and hosting and all that different things. So they're able to pass on that savings to you. I love CIT Bank. That's who I use. If you have over $5,000 for in your emergency fund or in your savings, I would definitely move it to CIT Bank. Over $5,000, they have a platinum savings account. It's 5.05% APY right now, which is amazing. But if you have under 5,000, they have a Savings Connect account. I'll have both of them linked for you in the description. The Savings Connect account is 4.65% APY, which is still really, really good. I use this account, and this is where I keep my sinking funds in my emergency fund. We do have about 75,000 in there because we have a large emergency fund, and we're also looking to buy a second property, and we're just waiting for the market to get better with housing here in South Florida. But we have a lot of savings in there, and we're getting over $300 a month in interest on that, which is amazing. But even if you only have $5,000, $10,000 in your emergency fund that you're having in your savings, you're still going to be earning great interest on it. So this is why you want to transfer it from it sitting in your bank account or your savings account with your traditional bank that's earning like 0.01% interest, or just your checking account, which is earning no interest. You want to transfer it so that you're getting some money every single month in interest. So definitely look into having an online high yield savings account. CIT Bank is amazing, and there are some other ones that are great as well. So you want to have your savings and your emergency fund working for you as well. Next is to pay off high interest debt. If you have debt on credit cards or you have high interest debt, I would say anything above 5 to 6%, you want to pay that off first. You want to get rid of that debt so that way you're not paying that high interest and you're not putting all that extra money to interest. Now, like I just said, we have a high yield savings account which has interest. So in terms of savings, high interest is good. In terms of debt, high interest is bad. So we don't want high interest in our debt. We want to pay those off immediately and get them gone. So I would definitely recommend the debt avalanche if you have high interest debt. If you have all low interest debt, then maybe work on the debt snowball or the debt avalanche or the debt tsunami. Figure out which one works best for you. But if you have high interest debt, get it out of here. You are paying so much money in interest. It's just bad. If you're just paying the minimums, you're hurting yourself really big. So with the recession, with inflation, we want to get that high interest debt out of here. I have a video that goes over the 4 best ways to pay off debt. And a lot of people just talk about the debt snowball, but the debt snowball may not be best for you. So I have this video that breaks down the different scenarios of 4 different debt payoff methods. So it's a really good one. I'll have it linked for you down below in the description and then at the end of this video as well. But pay off that high interest debt. It's killing you. It really is. Next is start a side hustle. So we have learned in 2020, especially, that jobs are unpredictable. I had tons of layoffs at my old job. I worked in healthcare and I thought, we're good. We work in healthcare. We are not going anywhere with this pandemic. We're safe. Nope. They still laid off so many people. I got a $10,000 pay cut. My husband got a huge pay cut. It was bad. And that really taught myself and a lot of people, we can't rely only on our day job. I recommend everyone having multiple streams of income, having multiple ways that you're bringing money in addition to your day job. So having your day job and then other side hustles as well. That is what I did for years. I've had my side hustle, which started as a YouTube channel and then has evolved into so many other income streams of selling digital products to a blog, to coaching, to virtual assisting, to affiliate marketing, sponsorships, and all these other things. And I've had that for 7 years now. And because of that, it's now turned into my full-time thing, which if you wanted to turn into your full-time job or gig or whatever, you can totally do that. Or if you just want to keep your job, if you love your job, that's amazing. And then have other income streams as well. I'll tell you, when I think it was 2021, I would say, I really had a shift. And my business and my YouTube channel and everything had gotten to a point where I didn't need my day job anymore. And I still kept my day job for over a year. And there was such a different peace that I had through layoffs. My company went through multiple layoffs and I had that peace. I even remember having a conversation with Jamie saying, if I lose my job, can I go all in on my business and not have to go out and look for a traditional job? And he was like, yeah, like we're at the place now. And just having the peace. And I was able to build my side hustle business, whatever you want to call it, while I didn't need to. And yes, at the beginning, I was struggling with money and wanting to pay off my debt and all that stuff, but I didn't need to. I wasn't in panic mode. I didn't just have a job loss. And so when I was able to build it when I didn't need to, I was able to really sustain it and really build the foundation of it, which is so amazing. And so I really recommend starting an online side hustle. And what I mean by online side hustle is one that you can do online. You can do from the comfort of your home. You can do from your couch, from your bed, from your desk at home. You don't need to go out and get a second job. You don't need to bartend. You don't need to DoorDash or Uber or anything like that. But you can start as a virtual assistant and helping businesses behind the scenes, or even helping moms plan a party, helping moms organize different things and taking things off a mental load for a mom. You can do that as a virtual assistant or a freelance writer, or you can do social media, or you can start a YouTube channel or a blog or a podcast. There's so many different things. Start selling digital downloads. There's so many different things that you can do. I have a free guide that if you're like, Kelly, I want to start something, but I have no clue where to start, what would be good for me, what skills do I have a guide that's going to walk you through. It's a whole workbook guide, and it's going to walk you through how to figure out which side hustle is best for you. So at the end of the guide, I'll have it linked down below in the description. You can download that. And then I also have a free class on how to make $1,000 from home. I'll have that linked for you as well in the description box. And figuring out what side hustle is best for you is really going to help you to be like, all right, we got this, we can do this, and that's really going to help you to create multiple streams of income. So getting a side hustle is really going to help with inflation. And when you're bringing in an extra $200, $500, $1,000, $5,000 a month, that's going to help out huge with the rising cost of inflation and even just kind of keeping up with inflation. I know that when we're getting raises at work, I've gotten a lot of DMs from people that they've gotten their annual raise at work and it didn't even keep up with inflation. So honestly, it felt like a pay cut to them. So if you can increase your income outside, then you can at least keep up with inflation plus more, which is amazing. And just have that peace of mind that if something comes up, you can afford it. If something comes up, it sucks, but it's okay. So definitely look into a side hustle. It's really going to give you so much peace of mind, and it's going to help create new revenue streams for you, which is awesome. Next up, to beat inflation and to cut inflation, I know we don't want to say this, but is to eat at home. And eating out at restaurants has gotten so expensive. When I go to a restaurant now, it blows my mind. Like, there's places that are just traditional, typical places that are like $20 for a burger. I'm like, what? This is insane. When I was in college, it was like $9 for a good restaurant burger and fries. Yeah, no. Now we're looking at $20. Even at Chick-fil-A. My husband and I got Chick-fil-A last night and we were talking about it, and per meal, it's gone up over $3. That's $6 between the two of us just for our meal. That's almost, honestly, that's almost what it was for one meal. I remember when we first started dating, it was $7 for each meal, like $7 and change. We could be out of there under $15 for the two of us. Now it's over $10 a meal at Chick-fil-A. What? For the same exact meal, for number one. I get a regular number one. Jamie gets a number one, but upgraded. He gets a large fry, large sweet tea. And it is over $10 each for our meal. Insane. Absolutely insane. So just right there is $6. That's crazy. I remember when fast food used to be the cost-effective way. Now it's crazy expensive. Burger King is expensive. McDonald's, all the different places are so expensive. So if we can eat at home, that's going to save us so much money. And I also have a video. Did you guys see it? My meal planning video on AI. So I know that AI has gotten a bad rap or confusing people, but I have a video that you can use AI to meal plan. You can even go and say, okay, I have these 10 ingredients in my freezer, in my pantry. Can you make me a meal plan out of these items? And it will. It's so cool. It's so amazing. And you can even say, I have this much budget. Can you make a meal plan with this budget? Can you write a grocery list? It's so cool. And in the video, in the article, I also have the prompts of exactly what to say. You can just copy and paste it, tweak it for whatever you want, and put it into ChatGPT, which is totally free. So I'll have that linked for you down below in the description. It is one of my favorite videos that I've ever done. And it's so cool. So definitely use AI to meal plan, but make sure you're meal planning. Make sure you're preparing your meals. Make sure you're figuring out before the week starts what we're eating this week, and not at the end of the day, at the end of the workday, and you're like, I'm too tired. Let's just pick something up. Let's just get takeout. I don't even care. No, have a meal plan, have it all prepped, have it all ahead of time for you. Also, look at ingredients. Are the ingredients that you're buying really expensive ingredients, or are they more frugal ingredients? And figure out ways that you can cut costs in your grocery budget by looking at the ingredients. At the end of a shopping trip, look at your receipt. What's the most expensive? What's the least expensive? And see if you can create more meals around the less expensive ingredients. So really look at that and compare prices, compare to see what's expensive, what's not expensive. And like I said with the berries at the beginning, the berries that are frozen are a lot cheaper than fresh berries. Even fresh berries on sale, if you do cost per ounce, I bet you the frozen berries are gonna be less expensive. So look and see how you can cut costs within the grocery store. I have a video on how to save money on groceries down below in the description. Definitely look into saving money on groceries, and of course, shop the sales. Sales are amazing and we love to shop them, but make sure that when you're shopping the sales, it's actually things that you're gonna buy and not just buying it because it's on sale. I have been so guilty of that, where I'm like, oh, that's on sale, let me throw it in the pantry, and then it expires and I never used it. So make sure that you're actually using the things that you buy. Next up is to use cashback apps. I have a few videos on cashback apps. I love cashback apps like Upside, Fetch Rewards, Capital One Shopping, Rakuten, Honey, Dosh. Those apps, you're gonna be earning cash back on things that you're already buying. You're already buying groceries. Why not scan a receipt into Ibotta or Fetch Rewards? You're already buying gas. Let's scan it into Upside and get some cash back. So on things especially that you're already buying, definitely get cashback rewards. We're getting into holiday season. We're buying things on Target. We're buying things on Walmart. We're buying things on Macy's or Nike or Under Armour or whatever it is. Use Rakuten, get some cash back, and use Capital One Shopping, get some cash back on it. Definitely look into those apps. I'll have my favorites that linked down below in the description, and that way you can earn money on things that you're already gonna be buying. So capitalize on that and definitely earn cash back on the things that you're already gonna be purchasing. Number 8 is to shop secondhand. Are there things that you need or want, but they're really expensive and they're just as good at secondhand, or they will do secondhand? For instance, I really wanted a little table for my daughter. My daughter is 1.5 and she loves to sit at different things. So I was like, I really want a table and a little kid-sized table. And I looked on Amazon and they were either really expensive or really low quality, and like I couldn't even sit in the chair, like it wouldn't even hold my weight. And so I wanted a good solid wooden table and chair set, and it was expensive. So I looked on Facebook Marketplace. I found one for $40. That's a Pottery Barn solid wood table. Now, does it have some nicks? Yeah. Does it matter? No. Is my daughter going to put more nicks in it? Yes. So shopping secondhand is an amazing way to get really good deals. Christmas is coming. Your kids don't know the difference if it's brand new out of the package or if you bought it on Facebook Marketplace. Definitely look into that. Look at shopping at Goodwill. Look at all those different secondhand stores or those free Facebook groups as well, or those buy nothing groups. Look into those. You can get some really good deals. And it's also saving the environment because it's not ending up in the landfill by someone else just being like, well, it is what it is. I'll just throw it away. No, buy secondhand. It's going to save you so much money. And oftentimes you can get better quality than you would be if you were buying it yourself, because your budget may be here, but you can get something that's worth this for this. So shopping secondhand is a game changer. Next is no spend days, weeks, months. If you do a no spend week or a no spend month, that is really going to help to curb the impulse purchases and help to really maintain your budget. Now, with a no spend month, I have a full video on no spend months, but with a no spend month, you are still going to be paying your bills. So if you have bills that come out, you're still going to pay them. You're still going to do groceries. You're still going to put gas in the car. You're still going to do the things that you need to do to run your household. But you're not going to be going out to eat, or you're not going to be running all these extra errands and going for a hour-long drive down the beach just to waste gas. No, we're not doing those things. So with that, we can really curb our spending. I love doing these spending detoxes if I'm spending a lot of money, or if I have something coming up that I want to save for, I may do a no spend week or no spend month, and that way I can really trim back, or really watch my spending and watch my purchases and really grow my savings through that. Number 10 is to compare prices. When we are out shopping, it is really important to compare the prices of what we're looking at. So often it's easy to see coupons or see different things that are flashy and on sale, and then when we look and do the cost per ounce or cost per unit, it's really not on sale. So for instance, yesterday I bought diapers, and I went to Target, and they had diapers that were Target brand and then Huggies brand. And then I looked in Ibotta and Fetch Rewards, and Ibotta had $6 cash back. Fetch Reward has $6.50 cash back if you bought a certain amount. So I stood there in the aisle and did all the math. And I said, okay, if I add up all the diapers that I would need for this Target Up and Up brand, figure out how much it is cost per diaper. Then if I went and did Huggies, and even with the coupons, the Target brand was less expensive per diaper, which is crazy. I think the Huggies one per diaper was 15 cents per diaper with the coupons, with everything. And the Target one was only 9 cents per diaper. So when we're able to do the comparison, the cost per unit, cost per ounce, we can really see what's the better deal. So often those sales, they look like they're great deals, but they're not. Or sometimes they make you purchase more to get the deal when you don't need them more. This happens all the time with the buy two, get one free, or even BOGO. So there may be a brand name that's BOGO at Publix, but then if you look at the store name or one at Aldi, it's even cheaper than the BOGO. And even with the free item that you're getting. So make sure you're looking at that. I love looking at the store brand name. I love shopping at Aldi, places like that. That's really going to help to save money. So compare prices. It's so important to know how much things are. I have a thing in my notes app where I will write down my items that I'm buying on a regular basis and what they are and what store they're at, so that I know if I'm out somewhere else and I see something that's on sale, I can look in the app and say, is this really on sale? Yes, no? Okay, this isn't really on sale, so now I know we're not going to buy it here. Let's keep the conversation going. If you want a full breakdown of CIT Bank and how the whole bank works and all the ins and outs of a high yield savings account, check out this video here. And if you want to see how to mail plan with AI, how it all works live on my computer, check out this video here.